You can start anytime. Give an overview of your life in English.
Okay. I was born in Ukraine, city of Nizhyn. I was named at birth Myroslava Doroshenko, daughter of Vadim Doroshenko and Olga Doroshenko. I was born the 25th of January 1937. My family lived in Nizhyn just a couple of years, and before I could have any memories of the city, they moved into another city called Bershad. It was a much smaller city, and my father continued being a professor there. From just lived in Bershad just I think 2 years or so, because I have no memories of it. From there we moved to Berdechev. Berdechev I remember well. We lived there until my father was imprisoned and the war caught up with. The war started and the Germans took over the city. Then my mother felt safer.
Can I pause just for a second?
Sure.
When we were speaking Portuguese, you said your father was arrested when you lived in Bershad, and now you said Berdechev.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Probably we went to Berdechev without him.
Right.
I'm not sure.
I think that's what you said before, but I can't.
I think he was arrested in Bershad.
You were too little to remember that time?
I was too little to remember.
Okay.
I remember my father in Berdechev because he was released. He was in prison twice.
Yes, I know. So he was released when you were in Berdechev. That you remember?
Yeah, so he was released when I was in Berdechev.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Go.
No, it's okay.
Okay, go on.
You're going to have what I remember.
Yep.
Okay. So
Just continue in English.
Yeah, okay.
We'll finish the story.
So I remember my father well as a 3 years old can remember in Berdechev. We lived there until the war started. My father was imprisoned and my mother was in danger. And when the war started and the Germans occupied Berdechev, my mother felt safer. But when the Bolsheviks started advancing towards Berdechev again, she decided it was time to run. So we ran to Kamenets-Podilsky, where my grandmother, my father's mother, had a property and we had a place to stay. And the Bolshevik continued advancing. So she decided to run farther west. We went through a little city called Yarmolinci, where we stayed for a couple of months, and from there we went to western Ukraine, Dobromir. From Dobromir we kept running through Slovakia, a few meters of Hungary, and ended up in Austria. In Austria we stayed for about 3 years as refugees. And when the war was over and the refugees did not want to go back to Soviet Union, United Nations decided to do something about these people. So the countries that volunteered to accept immigration opened the doors to refugees, and United Nations provided the transportation to the local. So
you have 30 seconds. You ended up in Brazil, right?
So we went to Brazil because it was the first nation, the country that volunteered accepting immigrants. And our transportation was made by United Nations.
And now you live in?
I lived there for 21 years. I graduated engineer.
You're finishing. It's ending now.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna finish the English because you didn't end up your life because I had interrupted you. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have a little add-on here. You were in Brazil. You said you graduated in engineering.
I worked there for a couple of years and then had an opportunity to come to Canada, and I came to Canada first, bringing the rest of the family gradually.
Yeah.
That's it.
So can I, because we now have a little bit extra time in this clip, you want to tell about what the rest of your family was?
Oh, the rest of my family was my mother and my sister with 2 children. There was a widow with 2 children. That was all family I had.
Right. Okay.